Yo, I hope I don't mess up the intro. Damn. Hey everyone, my name is Mochi. Welcome back to some Divinity Original Sin. Last episode, we had a pretty successful set of events. We found another little side quest, which was to determine whether or not a person should continue to take advantage of an orc. Now, I saw in the comments that a lot of you people were like, Mochi. It's clearly a joke in the game. It's not meant to be taken so seriously. Look, I'm good at taking anything and making it serious. My apologies. That's just the kind of person I am. I feel like if there's ever something to ponder, I'm gonna ponder it, whether or not I need to. Now, what are we doing today? Oh yeah, sorry. One other thing we did yesterday, we beat the Spark Master 5000, and honestly, we had an easy time with it. I think maybe we were a little bit lucky, but it worked out great. So today we're gonna go find Evelyn's lair, allegedly. We'll see what happens on the way. Let's also make sure that everyone is healed up. Mochi has a skill point available. Don't know what I want to put that in, but I think at least for the traits, I've been giving everyone a little bit more intelligence now that they're casting spells. I think it'll help. Could give them some more magic. Alright, let's wait to use that later. Don't necessarily feel punished for saving skill points until you can upgrade into something else. I think maybe that's part of the game. Alright, let's start here on the high road. Let's investigate this little area. Guess we should be leading the Dango. This is the kind of area that makes me think that I'm gonna get jumped. Or not. Ooh, there's a waypoint shrine down here, actually. That's great. Pick this up. We might use that for crafting later. Alright, let's double back and check this area before we go down to the beach. Ooh, look at this tree. Looks kind of special. I wonder if there's anything going on with it. No. There's a nice vista here. Look at this. Someone's having a picnic right in front of Evelyn's lair. Interesting. Don't see any enemies, but it could just be because we're not close enough to actually see them, even though we have such a height advantage. Ooh, there's a chest over there. Now, Mochi, are you able to use your telekinesis to move this thing? Oh, you are. Cool. Old buckler. Maybe we can upgrade that later. And a mug of wine. Quickly check out this cap. It gives us +2 initiative. Now, we already have some stuff like that on our characters. But I wouldn't mind giving Mochi some more initiative. You have leadership. Passing this cap around, seeing if anyone can use it. There we go. That'll get our CCs going a little earlier. Anything up here? One thing that's a little surprising is sometimes you find these areas that have a lot of empty space. I mean, designed nicely, don't get me wrong. It's not a criticism of the environmental design. I'm always surprised, like I feel like maybe in more modern RPGs, things are a little denser. There's a part of me that's like, I need to explore every inch of the map. But sometimes it's just gonna be empty. Ooh. Well, let's check out this camp before we go down to the beach. We're right here. I like to kind of approach things from a top-down point of view. Are you guys bad guys? Seaside thugs, level 6. I would assume so. And a decent amount of you. Okay, you're a scout. Well, I mean, I'm sure we could take him, right? The only problem is, so far a lot of our combat situations have given us a lot of barrels and environmental things to work with. This combat situation has not. Now, we can summon a little bit of oil. We can make a rain, which I guess would make them more prone to being shocked and frozen, which we have 2 people who can do that, so maybe we just start with that. Now, will this trigger combat? No. Then, I think what we can do, move a little closer, and we can do something like has it stopped raining already? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, well, let's do that again. I guess everyone is still wet. Oh, rain multiple times has created a surface for us. Good to know. This guy has a bow, so let's freeze him. Save your AP, it's going to be important. I think summoning an ad is always useful. Though we could hit a lot of people right now. Hypothetically. Maybe not too many. We'll wait. We'll get some aggro off of us. Right in front of this pile of water. Pile of water is definitely not the right term. Puddle of water is probably what I was thinking. Now, you need to drop that. Maybe do this. And then let's just put yourself close as we can get. Now, I don't want the spider in the water. I don't want to waste its AP either. I guess we will. We're going to waste its AP a little bit. Let's do fast track. Do walk in shadows. Let's get over here. Now, hopefully we have an okay amount of range. Okay. Counting 6 enemies. He's still in the puddle. You know, maybe it's one of those things. I need to remember that I could always get in with Mochi, trigger combat, just kind of sneak away. Oh god, they're killing the spider. Oh, I hate getting knocked down. It's brutal. Okay, you're in the puddle. What is this? What is the nether jester? Uh-oh. Well. Let's look at these guys and see if there's anything interesting about them. 350 HP feels like a lot. I guess that's just where we're at in the game, and they are weak to air damage. Let's see if you have anything interesting. You have a fire immunity? That's fine. I could also drop this oil and create a larger surface for the enemies to get through. But what does that really accomplish anything? Let's see. I also have a lot of arrows now, right? And now we can use some things like the toxic and the poison cloud arrows. So, if I were to shoot this into the fire, it would create a smoke screen, which would protect me from the ranged units. They'd have to move over here. Right? Like if I hit this guy, this would get ignited. Or do I need to hit the poison? Like, will the flaming enemy be enough to ignite the gas? That's what I still don't really know. Well, let's try it out. Yes, it was enough. Now that's awesome. This is great. We've just created a line of sight. We can also do this and hope that it still hits the other targets because we're not aiming. This is auto aiming. That was great. Now Mochi. It's funny, I always go into concealment, but I guess I don't really need to. It like protects me for one turn. I can't aim at this guy. He's really out of sight. Interesting. I could also just go on a mission to take out this seaside summoner. But I feel like leaving Mochi by themselves is not smart. You know, over here they still have a little bit of protection. Oh, why don't we do this? Interesting. So, are they able to shoot outside? They're able to shoot out of the smoke? You're just not able to shoot into the smoke? Not how I remembered it. Also, the fire is gone. That was very quick. Okay. What's the range on this thing like? It does go all the way there, huh? Okay. That's pretty good value. Pretty good value. And yeah, I should have looked at this guy with the bear daughter. Now, these guys are knocked down. Did I also knock down Jahan? No. No, they were knocked down at the start of combat. So, I feel like these ranged enemies might... This should be my immediate target. Also do this. Fuck it. Uh-oh. The CCs are really annoying. I think I need to... I know there's some skills that get rid of them. And I think when I initially looked at them, I was like, how valuable could that be? But now I'm starting to think it's incredibly valuable. I think I have to heal Mochi. I think they die if I don't. I think there's still a chance that they die. I think I can also heal myself with Vampiric Touch. Great. Having 2 stunned units, though. Very difficult. I don't know what this guy is, other than maybe the different auras, and if that's all he's doing, I'm not incredibly stressed by that. 2 enemies, huh? 83. Now, Jahan, you're still knocked down, huh? Well, I could do... That's gonna hit Jahan, though. Let's say I could hope that the oil makes him slip. I think the smarter thing would be to try to stun one of these guys. So he's wet, so I think he'll have a higher chance, but he's also weakened. So maybe we try to stun this guy. It worked. You get stunned twice? No. And let's try to get a little bit closer to the rest of our team. Oof, man. We need more action points. So I'm gonna reload this because I could survive and use my resurrect scroll, but here's what I want to do. I want to take this as a moment to get better at the game and maybe learn how to approach combat a little bit better. So, oh fuck, I didn't save since here. Am I stupid? I normally click F5 every available second. I would have assumed that when I saw the enemies I clicked F5. That's a little unfortunate. But here's what I'm thinking, okay? I want to get better at this game. And I have been avoiding reloading. But I think in this instance, I'm going to reload and I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to try to almost like set up a trap. Because I think it's very stupid to just be standing out in the open like that, taking the hits of 6 enemies. Now, we know that we can create smoke with the poison cloud and the fire. There was nothing up here, right? If we had a character that could summon a poison cloud, I would guess that's probably Geomancy, right? I guess that would probably be Bear Daughter's job one day. So, okay. If I was smart, how would I approach this? I mean, oh, this fire's not on, or is it just that I don't see it? So maybe some kind of explosion with a poison cloud here? Is there a better place for me to take this fight from? I mean, this feels like good cover. I kind of feel like I want them to have to come through here, right? This is a choke point. Now, I guess what I would do is I would probably use Bear Daughter to shoot the poison cloud to get things started and then to back up. This rock is going to give us line of cover, right? So line of sight cover. So I'm thinking like everyone goes over here. Here's another question. If I make it rain here multiple times, will it create a water surface? Let's find out. I'm gonna, because it does create a water surface. If I make it rain multiple times, will the water surface expand? And they're also in that. Wait a sec, the water surface is gone already? So it only lasts a couple turns. So it's good to do. I actually want to do this once combat starts, I think. Yeah. So they'll have to move through this water surface and then we can electrify and mass stun. Cool. Alright. Now, Bear Daughter. You are responsible. And I think I actually want to put this on my hotbar just for now to make it easier. You're responsible for hitting. Oh man, you have to get real close, huh? You are responsible for... Is this on fire? It's not on fire because of the rain. You're responsible for running. Run for your life. Wait, what are you guys doing? Are you in combat as well? Okay. Run for your life, get some cover. You're fine over here. You are also fine don't know why you moved. Put you over here. Now, Jahan, you can create the water surface over here. Move a little bit and then save your AP. So the enemies are going to run towards us. This water surface is kind of not where I want it to be, if I'm being honest. Now the general sense I get is that you don't have to worry too much. Like, enemies will just run at you with their AP if they don't have line of sight. This person is going to summon one enemy, but I don't think it's like a game where they're just going to summon waves and waves of enemies if you don't deal with them post haste. I almost wonder if it's better to do a freezing surface here. Well, I'll tell you what. We can make it even crazier. We can put an oil surface right here. Or we could put an oil surface right here. In fact, that might make a lot more sense. Yes. I mean, poisoning enemies might be really good. Right? They're gonna take damage per turn. Yeah, maybe even without the electricity, just for them to be poisoned, how much damage do they take a turn? 15 to 50? Not great. But they can't see in a poison cloud. That's really good to know. Or no, that guy can't see. Why can that guy not see? Or no, it's saying I can't see that guy. I don't have line of sight on that guy. That makes sense. Get you to a place where you have line of sight. Next turn. And let's... click here. It didn't get the water. What if I were to literally... Oh, whatever. We'll wait for the water. Let's move you back into a better cover. Okay. Wow. 3-turn knockdown is fucking crazy. He's in the water. Oh, oiled also slows them down, right? That's good. Yeah, I think this guy just gives an immunity aura to these characters. Hopefully it won't be fire, because they basically set themselves up to get exploded. So I think now we do something like this. Burning failed? Maybe because of the rain. I'd like to hit, like, this guy behind him. I understand why I didn't. There we go. That's great. You can drop him. Yeah, I guess you have to see the target for teleporting, huh? Okay, let's try to shock you and electrify this water. Great. Y'all are stunned. Can't hit you, so I'm gonna just chill. He's stunned. He's stunned. I think we just wait. No. Now we summon a spider right here. I don't know if we're always going to get the opportunity to approach combat like this, but I think that when we do, we should maybe try to find like basically a place to force the enemies through. I do want to deal with the Seaside Summoner. Now, this is no longer electrocuted. I wonder if I freeze this guy, if this water surface will turn to ice. Or would I prefer it to stay water for Jahan's turn when he... Oh, they have air immunity because of this guy. So actually, I don't think I can even freeze him. Can I even do this? Okay, let me just double check what air immunity does. Resistance to stunned and air resistance, but not resistance to freeze. So, can we do this? It doesn't freeze the water though. It's good to know. And I can maybe drop you on her. Jahan. Can also summon a wolf. I only have 2 uses of that left. Drop you over here. It's fun to drop people. I'm going to... Whoopsies, sorry. I'm going to try to freeze you. Frozen. And I guess I'm going to try to slow you. Now this is a great time for my spider to get a kill. Go over here. Alright, this feels feels a lot better. I feel like a little bit cheesy. But I was, you know, I need to take a moment to try to meet the game where it's at. Because we can't keep using these resurrect scrolls in like every single combat encounter we do. That's not going to work out for us in the long run, I don't think. Okay, Spider's still alive. Mochi, you have any grenades? Don't feel like we need to use them at this point though. I don't know, these guys are actually still quite tough. This will hit our own spider. But here's my other thought, right? If we freeze... Wow, the grenades create a huge surface of ice. I was gonna say my other thought is if we freeze all the enemies, Mochi can get in there and start backstabbing them. But I don't know. It doesn't look like they will be. These are all melee enemies, so they're gonna have to come to us on the ice, which I think I'm okay with. So now it's an earth immunity, which means they can be stunned. I think his wand is earth, so the knockdown won't work, but the damage will still work. I wonder if we do more damage to frozen enemies. Oh, are they completely immune to... Oh yeah, they're completely immune to the damage. Yeah, let's try to kill this thing. I shouldn't have weakened. I should have just done a regular attack because it's not like this thing's doing damage to us. That's awesome. Oh, he can attack. He's just a melee only. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, nice. Right. Let's get you a little bit closer. So yeah, grenades can be crazy, huh? I just realized Dango's been out of this fight the entire time, and it hasn't mattered. We've been a man down and we've been okay. Just lay into this guy. Nice. Now, I think our spider is probably gonna slip. No, I mean it has 8 legs, so that's why it's fine. We're not even gonna risk it. Ooh, but you know what could be funny? It could be funny if this works. Wow, talk about a difference in outcome of that fight, huh? Ooh, nice metal armor. Ah, but it reduces my movement even more. Wow, that was a lot better. Now, what's funny is, if I was playing like an XCOM, that's the way my brain works. When I'm playing like a turn-based tactics game, that is how I think about it. But for some reason with Divinity, I've just kind of been doing whatever. And I think that maybe because it's an RPG, like an open world RPG, I need to rewire my brain to pretend that I'm playing like Beyond the Breach. That this is a hardcore turn-based tactics game. Because I think the ability is in there in my brain. I'm just not really using it. Like, what was that last attempt? Like me just walking up to them. Why would I do it that way? From now on... And you know what? Our battle with the Sparkmaster 5000, it also was kind of similar, where we had a little bit of prep time. So... we were able to handle it quite easily. Who was it that had a grenade on them? Bear Daughter? And yeah, I know you're looking at my inventory right now and you're saying, Mochi, please do some inventory management. I promise I will soon. Still have that sheep corpse, huh? You want to learn this skill? Make someone immune to poison. Melee attackers might get poisoned. Never mind. We need the ability that helps pick up allies. All right. Ooh. We'd love to get that back. Right after we used it. So is this is just random enemies, right? I don't see anything tying them to the story. Do we continue to explore around? Whoa. Whoa, what is... Watcher statue level 20? Okay, we're gonna return to that later. Let's go down to the beach. One of those crazy statues told me it could see my future, but I'd never trust an overgrown pebble. Wait, are these the Watcher statues that everyone is talking about? For some reason, I thought that they were supposed to be to the east of the town. The talking statues. Maybe there's the talking statues and maybe there's the Watcher statues and maybe they're two different things. Because I thought that they would be close to each other. What is this? Oh, this is water. That's just the animation for water. I thought it was like a giant force field I was seeing on my screen. Ooh, crab. Ooh, pearl. I'm a star. Intriguing, isn't it? A body washed ashore in the middle of a deserted beach. Who was he? What happened to him? Was he friend or foe? Your mind is bubbling with questions. Okay, Pincer. Well, you're quite in luck. Yes, quite in luck, for I have a unique grasp. Get it? On the situation, indeed, haha. Yo, okay, Pincer, you seem pretty chill. Tell me a little bit about yourself. My friend, if I had more of them... My friends, if I had more of them, would call me Pincer. If he had friends. Pity there aren't more pals around, for mine is an upbeat, energetic, and optimistic character. If you ever feel like conversing over sunset or sunrise, you can find me here on this very beach, my home. Nothing old Pince loves more than sharing stories, anecdotes, ideas, and opinions. Hey, you're kind of like me. What do you know about this corpse? What do I know? What don't I know? I saw it all from start to finish, so ask away. Who's this man? His name I do not know, but I can tell you he was a very experienced pearl diver. But a few pearls a day wasn't enough. He wanted to be rich, better than the other divers of Sicile. I'm so glad you asked, for this is where the story grows extra juicy. He was talking to those watcher statues on top of the cliff. We'll grant you a wish, they said. I want to swim like a fish, he said. Ta-da! You can now breathe underwater, they said. So down, down he dived. I guess the wish was a bust. When did it happen? I know that for sure. Yesterday, I was enjoying the mid-afternoon sun when I heard a strange gurgling. I looked toward the shore, and there it was, the body of the pearl diver. What do you know about the watcher statues? Oh, not so much. They've been here longer than I have by far, and if I listen closely, I can hear them talking to people sometimes. I wish I could get them to talk to me. Leaving already? But I know plenty, just ask. Yeah, can you tell me if it's a bear market right now and what I should do with my investments? Said come back. Ah, well, it was great meeting you. Don't be a stranger, you're my best friend. Kind of a lonely guy, huh? Alright, Mochi, what do you have to say? Can you imagine risking your life and limb for riches? Yeah, what a fool. Why court death for mere pearls? He took the risk, yes, but what if it had worked? He'd be the richest man in Sicile. You could probably say I'm cautious by nature in real life. Let's take his tooth. Not like the universe has taken enough from him. I think I'll also take my pliers into his jaw and remove a tooth, because I might be using that for crafting later. It's weird. This doesn't look, for me, this looks like it's vertical and not like, yeah, not flat. There, that looks better. It was freaking me out a little bit. All right. You're probably itching for me to get to Evelyn's, and I'm taking my time. My apologies. That's just my nature. Oh, hello. All right. Ooh, Dietmar's thugs. Wait, who's Dietmar again? Oh, shit. Oh, this is Dietmar. Why do I feel like I've seen that name? These guys are actually level 5? Why do I feel like I've seen that name? He's the guy who stole the staff. I remember. He stole the staff and probably gave it to Evelyn. But we're going to find him here, and we're going to mess him up. Now, I remember if someone is warm and you hit him with the worm, you can put him on fire. Now, I know I just said that I'm going to treat the game more like it's a turn-based tactics game. Maybe I'm supposed to talk to these guys, actually. I was going to treat it more like a turn-based tactics game and come up with a plan to jump them. But come on, look at this environment. There's like, I don't know if there's a height bonus on archery. What's that sound? The music sounds very magical right now. Let's try to talk to him. Alright, pal, but not a soul is permitted to disturb the enlightened one. On guard. Okay, well. How foolish of me. That being said, I'm not too worried about a bunch of level 5 goons. Am I that far away? get in front of Jahan at least. Now you. Nice little weapon you have there. They are both warm, which means I think that any... Yeah, they have some resistance against water, but a weakness to fire. How much HP do these guys have? 260. They're weaker than the enemies we just fought. Now, I think we, if anything, we want to try to stun the ranged unit. And I don't know if you can freeze a character who's warm. I'm going to assume that you can't. So I'm going to maybe just hit you with a chance to knock you down. And spider. Also, I think if we get the spider right into his face, could distract him from getting shots on our team. I don't know if we have opportunity attacks with the spider, though. This might finally give me the opportunity to use Dango's warm ability. Oh, you're not warm anymore, eh? What was that? Oh, marked for death. Windwalker. What is that? Windwalker will teleport to a random location when hit. Okay, let's see how this works. Target is out of sight. Really? I guess I'm pretty far away. Let's give some armor to Dango. And let's move a little closer. Ooh, that's good. Juicy backstab. And you're not warm anymore, right? So I think I could freeze you. There you go. I wonder if him being in his own blood helped us. Target's too far still, huh? So it says he teleports. Wow, 4 AP just to move there. Okay, well, we only need like to get a tiny bit closer. So if I want to do something like freeze him, I have to be way closer. Well, look, let's just wait. Is this gonna set myself on fire? This guy can't be knocked down. I kind of want to try setting the warm status on this guy and seeing if it killed him. Or not killed him, but I want to see if this sets him on fire. Ooh, can I hit both of them? Wait, fortified? He's fortified? No, the fire is fortified. Okay, let's get this guy. So warm on warm should mean... Oh, burning failed. But you know what? Divine Light has some other abilities, right? His willpower and bodybuilding. So it's good for if you want to knock someone on their butt. Okay, so you're gonna teleport? Yes. Did he take the hit, though? Hard to say. I think he did. Wait. So if I hit you again, oh, 32% chance. Oh, we did it though. That's crazy. 40% chance. I wonder if height elevation does have something to do with it. Don't have enough AP. I gotta stop clicking on the icons. I think I'll just drop you back down here. Maybe just do one of these. Okay. You don't have wood walking anymore. Whoa! Oh. He got reinforcements. I wonder if that would have still happened if we killed him faster. Okay, now that this is happening, I think I'll be okay using a little bit of resources because the situation has changed. Oh. Knockdown. Okay, knockdown 1 I can live with. E. We're gonna have to get Dango out of there. Okay. And you know what? For all I know, this could happen again. So let's try to be a little smarter. This is nice. It hits 4 enemies. Now the ricochet would do that too, though. And I think the ricochet does more damage. Like, I think this one splits the damage. You know what I mean? Will this make it, though? That's a great question. Let's just do this. And I think you're going to have to move closer. Let's get you uphill a little bit and see if that makes a difference. If the height is a real thing in this game... Oh, God, he's healing. Then it also changes how we approach combat. We need to kill this guy. It would be nice to heal Dango. I don't think I have line of sight, though. Or target's too far? Ah, he's poisoned. I can also create an explosion. That would hurt Dango, but also obscure Dango. They're also all standing in water, so actually maybe a stun works nicely here. Not water, they're standing in blood. Oh, interesting. So it didn't work the way I thought it did. That's okay. Let's get you a little closer. Okay. You can teleport people, so I like the idea. I guess you... Yeah. The idea. Doing a little bit more damage to Dietmar. I don't think this will hit Dango. You know, I guess I didn't have to stun him if I was going to kill him like that, but you know. Jesus. Okay, I'm glad the spider's still up. Be a great time for some blood magic. Like, I think I heard that there are people who can heal by standing in blood. This will go huge. Okay. We need to heal ourselves. We could do that with Vampiric Touch. This would weaken everyone's resistances, but is that even important? Oh, because you're warmed. I'm a fool. I'm actually a fool. What can I do here to help out my boy? Cast a Blitz Bolt to stun someone. Okay, this time the water worked and everyone got stunned. All right. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Don't do that again. Okay. Okay. This will create a fire surface that will hurt Mochi. I don't want to do that. I think the oil spreads farther than that circle. But let's just do things like... Stunned, you're stunned, you're stunned. Just take people out one at a time. Now, what's my chance to hit right now? 100%. I think that your elevation actually makes a huge difference. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that right now. Can't hit this guy. Because my target is too far? Is that why? No, it's just because of the people are blocking him. And my health is low. So, you know what? I'm going to put myself over here. And I don't want to waste a scroll, so I'm going to put myself over there. I'm going to try to hide. Not enough action points. How are you on HP? I think you're actually okay. So, out of these two guys, who has more health? 160, 196, 142. So let's just try to kill this guy. Jahan, I'm going to get you to heal Mochi ASAP. Just don't want to be using those resurrect scrolls unless it's absolutely necessary. I don't want to be restarting too many combat encounters. And as long as there isn't another set of reinforcements, we could get another spider in here. As long as there isn't another set of reinforcements, I think we're fine. No, what are you doing? Stop, 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 stop! I have a hard time with this game's with clicking things in this game, surprisingly. Right. I was trying to hit this guy, but look what it's doing here. There we go. Okay, so for you, example, I go here. You have a nice line of sight on this guy. All right. I mean, look, this combat encounter is more or less over. And you're still stunned. Can't believe Mochi can move so far. Holy. Alright. No resurrection scrolls used. Not a lot of resources used. I consider that a resounding success. I keep hearing this like heavenly sound. Is this normal? Guys, am I dying? Is it this legendary? Oh, the Staff of Pergamon. We found it. I wonder if it's one of those things where for it to have its magical effect, there was like a stone or a rune in it, and they've already removed the rune. You know what I mean? If that's the case, whatever. Crazy. All right. Huge. Can I look at this item? Is there like an inspect item? Actually, it's a two-handed weapon that we could use. +1 constitution. 5% chance to set burning status for 2 turns. Pretty good. Pretty good. I guess we could always confiscate the weapon. There's a message in a bottle. That's just an empty bottle. Okay. Okay. 2 combat encounters. We I guess figured out the quest. Sorry, what am I trying to say? Why is my brain a little bit off today? I'm sorry, guys. If you're noticing that, like, maybe I don't seem like my regular self for some reason. Maybe I'm getting sick. Sometimes before you're actually sick with symptoms, your body kind of slows down. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I feel just a little bit off today. Despite that, I think we've done some good combat. Call this episode like what's it called when people go to the beach to pick up garbage? Clean the beach. This seems good. I don't like that you're losing the initiative, but and I don't like that you're losing the movement. I guess heavy armors just have that movement cost, huh? Give this to I think that Mochi's the only person in here that we want in the heavy armor. I don't know which is better, to have the 14 HP or to have the extra armor rating. I'm going to assume it's the armor rating right now, because I'm going to assume the armor rating takes away a percentage of the damage. Now that looks like it could be huge. Chance to set chilled status. We're going to lose a little bit of movement speed, but I think that's way better. Yeah. Mochi has some good weapons. Who kitted her out? Ooh, Adventurers Field Guide Volume 2. I don't know if we've read this. Before I had money for a real shield, I got creative with some rope and a lid of an old barrel. Good enough protection in my young adventuring days when it came down to it. Specially reinforced with a few metal scraps. There's a trick few tell you. Even the strongest, most well-built shield can benefit from a bit of handiwork. Yeah, will we be able to upgrade our shields in the future? Let's just take this to sell it. That could be good. We've been picking up shields, so hopefully we learn how to upgrade them. Now, I'm going to assume from that combat encounter as well that elevation matters in terms of ranged accuracy. Because it looked like once we put Bear Daughter up on the hill, all of a sudden he was able to hit more shots. I'm sure it's a combination of distance and elevation. What is this? Is this an enemy or is this just a guy? Is this just a guy who's sunbathing out here? Is this an illusion in order to like stop people from wanting to come near her cave? Because didn't they say that she created some kind of illusion to basically to keep herself hidden? Is this the illusion? You don't want to interrupt this man who's sunbathing? Excuse me. You're standing just exactly in my sun. Oh, shit. You got some stuff on you, Raddagoth. Raddagoth, is that name familiar or am I making that up? Who are you? Oh, me? Oh, I'm long retired now. Enjoying the sun is far preferable to gutting rabbits over silly stones after all. Alright, Raddagoth, so it sounds like you were a cultist. They say a sorcerer's work is never done, but I seem to have finished mine quite in time to enjoy my golden years. I feel like this is going to be a combat encounter. Do you know anything about the source murder in Sicile? Source murder, Sicile? Huh. I don't concern myself with such matters anymore. Howling source is more hassle than it's worth, and Sicile's a fish-reeking backwater I have no interest in visiting. You're a sorcerer. Most certainly, though I haven't practiced in quite some years. All the ferocity and fire of it just can't hold my interest the way a mellow afternoon on the beach can. Giving me a strange sort of look, my friend. Is the heat getting to you? Well, okay. We are source hunters, but I'm a little bit curious. I want to kind of know more about the source. I don't want to just kill this guy. I don't really... See, that's the thing I don't understand, is I don't know if sorcerers are actually evil, or if it's propaganda. So I don't know enough about the lore and the world of this game. I'm going to say it should be our duty to end your wicked life, but you seem so harmless. Agreed. Abstain from sorcery and you'll have no problem with the likes of us. Oh, a source hunter, are you? Aren't source hunters supposed to be a bit, well, fierce and awe-inspiring? You look more like you'd settle down for a bit of sunbathing with yours truly. Help yourself then, it's a big beach. Go on then. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because... I don't know if this is a ruse, like if he's the one protecting the door and the second we try to open it, he's going to attack us. You know what I mean? It's very suspicious, I'll tell you that. He stands out in this game like a sore thumb. All right. Let's try to reveal this place. Yeah, we're gonna have to use the reveal spell. I also see a lot of blood here. I probably gave it to Jahan. Oh, it's not a spell, it's a book. We who seek this hidden place, the conduit keep. We who dare to speak the spell, the goddess fear. We who step through yonder gate, the hunters hate. Didn't you read the spell, my friend? We who step through yonder gate, the hunters hate. Doesn't sound like your sort of crowd, does it? Who are you? Don't let's worry about that just now, my friend. Why don't you step away from the gate and we can while away the afternoon on such matters? Okay, so he is defending it. What's within this cave exactly? You really need me to get into the tiresome details? There are some people inside, people and things, equipment of some nature of others. I was given a bit of gold to keep people, that's you, out. So that's what I do. We needn't make this more complicated than it has to be. Regardless, I'd like to enter. Actually, I don't want to start the fight yet. What do you know about Evelyn? This is her lair, isn't it? That's not what I meant to do. Fuck! I clicked the wrong button. You aren't planning on going where you ought to be, are you? I'll step out of the way, old man, if you want to continue enjoying your retirement. Okay. Now, I think this is the type of guy, he's going to start with rock. So we're going to go paper. Damn, he read my fucking mind. Alright, so he's going to think that we're going rock, so we're going to go paper again. Or maybe I didn't say what I meant. So there's a chance we don't have to fight this guy, huh? Well, there's no need for that sort of language. Still, I must insist, there's nothing in the cave worth your notice. Oh, fuck, I have to debate him again? Back off or you'll regret it. You read my mind, man. You read my mind, but what you didn't expect was this. Damn! Okay, okay. I'm the rock, paper, scissors master, don't you forget. I won this argument. You think I'm enjoying this little exchange? I'll back off when you do, my friend. Consider this your final warning. Back down or I'll make you back down. Damn, man. Alright, we're switching it up. Damn, and he switched it up at the same time. Crazy. Oh, I'm getting my ass beat. Wait, this is scripted. This must be scripted. There's no way I just lose. No, scripted. 100% scripted. Ah. That's it. I've had quite enough of your interference. I only wanted a pleasant day on the beach. Alright. Oh, wait. My characters are forced into this position when combat starts? What was that? The chicken dance? And golems? Oh my god. I'm not ready for this. I don't even know if I have time for this. And he's invisible. Okay. Well, Bear Daughter, tell us a little bit more about these guys. They're weak to water, you say. Yeah, I guess they're sand. So maybe a little rain will be good. Let's start off with this. We know it's going to be important to have some backup. We also know that this guy is kind of like probably a difficult boss, so I'm going to use resources here, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. Yeah, is there anything like making these guys warm? 3 different guys. We're gonna create a poison cloud. We're gonna assume this is gonna hit the guy. Poison cloud, and then we're gonna ignite it. Okay, I did hit him. That's good. These guys are all immune to poison. I'm really close to the poison. That's a great throw. They're probably not weak to burning, though. Let's just wait. Now, I won't be able to see any of these guys, right? No. I know I said that they're weak to water, and then I immediately started burning them. Which is a little bit funny of me. I want to move Jahan back a little bit. Maybe like here? Do that. We'll position ourselves to fight Raddagoth. I feel like that name is familiar. I feel like an idiot. Was he the one who was writing to Evelyn? Like, we found a letter in Evelyn's place, right? I feel like maybe that's it. This guy's huge. Let's weaken him. Weak failed. Maybe we handle this guy. Oh, shit. Never mind. What are you doing, man? Charmed? Oh, no. I think that's going to be bad. We must have a scroll that can fix that, right? Oh, we picked up so many scrolls. I hope we do. I hope we do. No, not that one. All right. Is this guy... We need to CC this guy as much as possible, right? Bodybuilding reduces the chance of a status effect by 60%. So that's why it's important to have skills that lower it, I guess. Okay. Lowers all their primary stats. Breaks armor. Does this guy have a lot of armor? I think he's naked. Oh, he has a decent amount of armor. And, sorry, let me check his resistances again. He's weak to air. But he has resistance against status effects. So I feel like going for a stun or something might not work on him. Alternatively, we could go for the sand golem. Weak to crushing. Oh, they are weak to fire damage. I wonder, I mean, like, he's sand, so maybe he can't be frozen. Or he definitely can't be stunned. Sand would be immune to electricity. Alright, if he's weak to fire damage, maybe we just do this. Or do we try to CC him? He's burning and poisoned. I guess Jahan can teleport him away. So you know what? Let's focus on this guy. Okay, it does create a burn. I'm still a little unaware of things. Wait a sec. Did I ricochet off of Dango? There's no way. Does ricochet hit your allies? Alright, we're focused on this guy. We're going to teleport Raddagoth away. Or where? Smoke makes it hard to do. He looks like he is a melee user. It might literally be as simple as like all the way over here. And we can use this just to get hastened. Now you're charmed. I must have a scroll that does something about that, right? Yikes, I don't think I do. But you know what? This is dire. This is a dire situation. So I don't think I mind actually doing this now. I think if there was ever a time to summon a fire avatar, it's now. And I have nothing that can get rid of the status effect, huh? Well, what if I froze him? Do I have a way to freeze him without doing much damage? I'd also give him a fire shield. At least I'll stop his burning a little bit. Oh, he's not an ally. Alright. And you know what? You're on fire, so I probably can't freeze you. I am going to. I'm so sorry for doing this. I'm going to heal you later. I'm going to get you out of here. Because I don't want you swinging at my guys. You know what I mean? It's for your own good. You can take that damage. Whoa, okay, what is this? Cast 3 magical projectiles. Can I choose multiple targets? Create a fire surface around you, with you in the middle. Grants everyone around you fire resistance and removes frozen. But it still will hurt my guys, right? No, don't do that. Alright, and then let's do this. While we're alive, let's light him up. Cursed? What does that mean? You are in the fire surface. That's brave. My fire elemental is already almost dead, huh? Then you got Oath of Desecration. I don't want you to live. I don't want you to live. I could do something like this. I use all my AP. What else could I do? Definitely don't want you to live. You have 41 HP. Got one shot, eh? Okay, whatever. This does a decent amount of damage. Okay. You need to heal Dango and then get the hell out of there. And then you need to run. You also freeze Dango, but he's on fire, so I don't think that's gonna work. You know what? I can do this. Flow failed. Alright. I think Jahan's gonna take a little bit of heat. That's okay. Let's do I want to like do this? Yeah, almost. Wow, that's huge. I gotta remember grenades are way bigger than you'd think. And wait a sec, Dango's not... He's not aggroed anymore. Cool. Okay, we used a lot of resources, but I think if there really ever was a time to do that, it'd be in moments like this, where all of a sudden you're fighting a boss from a non-strategical point of view. I think doing this on him could be huge. He has high resistances. And then just making our way down there. I didn't want to fight him. I want to learn more about source hunters, to be honest. It kind of made me do this. A lot of fire here. This should work. Hypothetically, it should work. All right. Is this safe? The fire is spreading. Oh, wait a sec. Why is the fire spreading? Is that normal? I want to backstab this guy, but I don't think it's going to happen. Not now. No, I mean, he's stunned, right? I could make it rain. No, he's so close to death. I think I just hit him. Hit him like this. And trust that Dango and the fire damage will be enough to kill him. Yeah. Eternal silence awaits you. You know, I'm maybe the world's laziest source hunter. I didn't want to do my job, but you kind of forced my hand. And you know what? We came out unscathed once again. Now, we used a lot of resources for sure. We used a fire elemental scroll. We used a water grenade. We used like a gas grenade and a fire grenade. But I think it was going to be a pretty hairy situation if we didn't. And you know what? If you look at our resources, we still have a bunch. So we're doing okay. I am going to end the episode here. Next time, we're going to explore Evelyn's Cave. I feel like we are at a good place in terms of where we're supposed to be in terms of levels and the difficulty of the enemies. I feel like, if anything, we might be slightly over-leveled because we keep getting away with things even though we're not playing very well. So, ooh, I'll pick all that up. Don't worry. But that's where I'm going to call it for today. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.